I really, 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 really wanted it. I was having second thoughts uh, um of going live tonight actually because I was planning to like not really planning to, but we were what am I? I'm not even able to talk. We were thinking of going out after work, but I don't really know what happened. So I didn't even post this bloody live. I was meant to post it's 8 p.m. No, 9:30 p.m. will be the next scheduled live, with the picture and everything. I didn't even do that. What the hell? What have I been doing? I wasn't even that busy today. I'm slacking. I need to do better. But I've been quite good with my videos, right? I have been managing to post stuff. So many things I have to sort out in my house anyway. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be off until Tuesday, which is really good. I'm looking forward to that. You know what? I don't even know. Like, I didn't even prepare that much for this live. Like, I thought I was gonna be home earlier. That's why. Anyway, I was just sat there waiting for people. And then I got so super hungry. And then I'm like, maybe I'll just join them next time. I'll go home. I'm still hungry now. Like, I had a little bit to eat, but oh my gosh, I can't. I don't even have a conversation for you. But I know that I can talk for hours, no matter what happens. That's my talent. Just have some peanuts. Hmm. Wait, what's the plan? What's the plan for this weekend? Because I've got Kyrie. Oh, that's another thing. I might have Kyrie, so I might have Kyrie tomorrow afternoon. Oh, Kyrie. Hi, Pedram Sorabi. How are you today? Mitakulu. What does that mean? Is that Greek? Pedram? Mitamene. Hi, Tristain Santana. How are you today? Are you having a good day today? I guess so. I feel like I'm a bit like I feel like I forget a lot of things. That's the only thing. What about you? Are you having a good day today? Where are you from, Tristain? Hi, nice princess. How are you, Miss World? Hi, Erdink. I'm good. How are you today? Hi, Sick Edits. Hmm. Hi, Tay Gandhi. Hi, Tristain Santana. How are you today? Where are you from? Said hi. Hi, Tortama Entertainment. I'm fine. I'm working police. Oh, you're a police officer, Erdink. I didn't know that. Whereabouts, Erdink? Hi, Tay Gandhi. How are you today? I know a police officer in New Zealand, a police officer in the UK. Sometimes I like comparing notes. Like, what is the experience of this person doing this job in this country, and then another person in another country. Like, it's interesting for me. And I like listening to the people's stories. I miss you. Thank you so much, Erdink. You stop. Hi, Erdink. Hi, Tay Gandhi. So you see that message there that was saying like there's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of people who would write like pretending like they're community guidelines or something, but they are not. So I have to delete that because that's misinforming, you know? Hi, and I also reported it. Hi, I'm Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky. Nice to meet you, Tristan Santana from Kentucky. Hi, Tortama Entertainment. I'm fine. Oh, I've seen that one. I miss you. I know, Erding. I haven't been on. I guess I've been good. I've been good this week, but I haven't been Well, I'm kind of late today, actually. Where are you from? Hi, Tortama Entertainment. I live in North London. I grew up in Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. What about you? Where are you from? Thank you for the thumbs up. Tay Gandhi. I'm from Indonesia. Okay, how's everything in Indonesia at the moment? I've never been to Indonesia, but it looks beautiful. I almost did one time, and I looked at everything, you know? What else? What else did I want to do? I wanted to go to. Where's that place with the bioluminescent phytoplanktons? I forgot. Where is it? Do you know? But Bali is definitely one of them. Oh, wait. Whereabouts in Indonesia are you, Tortama Entertainment? Just had a long day today. Long working day. Next week I only have 2 days that I'm working, and so I'm happy about that. But it just flies so fast, and I'm still not that used to the bloody long shifts. Hey Adrian, how are you today? Did you remember? Wait a minute, how did you know that I'm live? Did you get a notification, or did you actually remember that last time I said that I'm gonna go live at this time? Because I didn't even post. I'm kind of annoyed that I forgot. Like I forgot to post. Like, oh, you know how I would post my next scheduled live. Like 9:30 p.m. BST with my next scheduled live, and then approximately 10 hours from the time of this post, and I didn't get to do that. I'm so annoyed. Hi, Gym Lover Carrie. How are you today? How did you even know that I'm live, Adrian? Did you get a notification? You from Philippines? Yes, Tortama. I grew up in the Philippines, but I'm in London at the moment, and I'm half Filipino, half English. Hi, John Nolauco. I live in North London. I'm gonna say it over and over again. I grew up in the Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. Hola, todo bien. Hi, GV Rock. No, no habla español, GV Rock. No, I never remember, and I was just watching the YouTube, and your face lit up. Oh, what? My face just came on your screen like randomly? Just now? No, Akash, you can't see that. It's hard to remember because the times are different. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm curious because I didn't really properly tell people about it. You single. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Si un poco inglés. No, yeah, I don't know GV Rock. I'm sorry. Lo siento. Haha. Hello, I'm from Argentina. Nice to meet you, GV Rock from Argentina. Wait. Hola. Is that right? That's right, right? That is Spanish. Wait. Can I just count? Uno, dos, tres. You are so sweet. Thank you so much, Akash G. Oh, actually, I was working with a colleague. My colleague's name was Maria today. And then there's so many Marias at work, to be honest. And for some reason, every time I see her, the song Maria's plays in my head, un, dos, tres. Hey, I gotta go, but keep in touch. Bye, Tristain Santana. Have a good rest of your day. You keep in touch. You subscribe to my channel. How old are you? I'm 39. What about you, Tortama? How old are you? Hello. Hi, Kesha Maulin. Hello. Oh, you're from Australia. Nice to meet you. Whereabouts are you in Australia? I've been to Australia. I've been to. I went first to Sydney, and then I went to Gold Coast, and then I went to. Where was my last stop? Melbourne. Hi, Kesha Maulin. You from Russia? No, I'm not from Russia. But sometimes I'm rushing. Where are you from? GV Rock series. I swear you've already asked me this. I'm 26. Oh, me? I Londres. See, that is the Spanish version. Did you know that? Londres y Filipinas. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope you understand me. I hope the person understands me. You pretty sis. Thank you so much, Kesia Marlene. I'm glad you think so. No sé hablar bien inglés, perdón. But sometimes I'm Russian. No, Rashi. Adrian, is that after out of all the things that I have said? Yeah, that's the only thing you noticed. Huh? Huh? Mm. Now you're distracting me, Adrian. I don't. I'm trying. I'm trying to concentrate. I'm trying to speak to this person who doesn't know how to speak English. How do you say bien? Like es. Wait, like don't worry about it. How do they say it? Lo siento. Está bien. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't that what they say? You are so cute. Thank you so much. It's Hannah Cos. Hi, I'm glad you think so. You're looking so cute like a Barbie doll. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so. Hi, MSK Live Kaz. How are you today? Hey, Man and Van. How are you today? Hello, Miss Christine. What are you doing? Can I ask you, how did you catch my live? Tengo 13 años. Is he telling me I'm 13? Or is he saying he's 13? Um, wait. How do I say I am? I don't know. How do I say I am? How do you say I am? Wait a minute. Adrian, aren't you Mexican? Can you help me? Hello, you're right there. And you're just letting me suffer here. Hello, Man and Van. How are you today? Hi, Valentine. I'm always gonna distract because I'm toxico like that. Exactly. Jacket shoulder. Hi, Chan Henry. How did I catch your live? Yes, yes. Soy! Oh my gosh, of course, soy. What? That's where that joke came from. You know that joke? Like, oh, I wonder if soy milk is just, normal milk introducing itself in Spanish. Soy milk. Wait! Soy 39 años. I am. Thank you so much, Man and Van. 13 old. Hey, funny and insightful. How are you today? Hello, hello, Barbie doll. Plastic wrap polyurethane pressed against hot iron and available for a price. Wow, that turned dark. Funny and insightful. You can look at it that way or you can look at it the other way. Every, everything can be turned into something bad. Everything. No matter how good you think it is. Like, and one example that I would say is like, when, like, what is something that you probably uh, will say that it's all positive? Like, if you say that something is good, right? If you say good, it's all good. Someone can say, but it's boring because it's all good, isn't it? You would say tengo, insert age años. Okay, tengo, tengo. Wait, so it was wrong? Soy is wrong? Shh. Wait a minute. Tengo 39 años. Hi, Sentry. How are you today? Soy Man in Van del Canada. Okay, okay. Soy Christine del Londres y Filipinas. Hi, Jacob Leonard. How are you today? Hi, Baron Chowdhury. Hi, Yui. Or yo tengo. Yo tengo. You know what? We can try to remember that by like tango, isn't it? Yo, tango. I love you. Thank you so much, Baron Chowdhury. What type of content do you make? Hi, Sentry. Whatever it is that I find interesting, so at the moment, like I like a lot of variety in my life. Like I'm very dynamic, and my interest is very dynamic. So like I like to be able to express everything that I want to express, like the words that I want to say. Sometimes I do shorts like that, like if there's something that is like bugging me or like in my mind right now, like I will probably do a short about that. um when I travel, like I like to do that, but it was hard for me to um categorize them, like when do I release this, because I try to document when I pass through, like just on my normal life. I feel like I like with the thought of making use of everything, like or making stretching it out, or what's the other term? Like, like using up your resources well, like, managing your resources well. And for me, like if I'm already there, and like if I take a video, then it's like, oh my gosh, I'm using like I'm making the most out of it, right? And like one of the advantages for me on like making a video about it is like I'll have a space, like I don't have to keep it on my phone for storage. Like I have YouTube as my storage at the same time, and on top of that, every time people click on it, there will be ads, and then I will get paid for it. Like it's like, oh my gosh, it's like compounding interest. Like I don't know, like it's like compound benefits. The benefits is compounded a lot. So I like to do that. Anyway, so whatever it is that I'm going through in my life, and I see something beautiful, then I will take a video of it, post it. Um, but at the moment, it's like I have different categories that I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to find a way to be able to um have some sort of pattern, because it's like I have to, you know what I mean, like to have some sort of organization, like to be a bit more organized. So then, like I would just do, like, for example, but I get bored easily as well, so then I have to keep myself interested. I have to be excited about what I'm doing, because that's what I want to feel. Like one of the reasons why I'm doing it is because I like doing it, and if I start feeling bored about it, then I would probably lose interest, so anyway, at the moment what I'm doing is that, let's say for example, the travel that I've done, so when I travel, I have a traveling video, and then I will have a singing video, where people request songs, and I love doing karaoke. And that's a Filipino thing. It's like an expression, a lot, like it's a large expression of the person that I am, because I've always loved karaoke, and then it's a Filipino thing, and then people request it, and it's like a suggestion. Actually, the singing videos is a suggestion from one of the people who were watching my live, so like there's a lot of benefits to it, and then I will do work videos, because I enjoy my job. I love my job, and I like to encourage people to go into this profession, I guess, and then so I will have like work videos, um and then number three, and then what else? Um Also, like I over time I realized that, what, there's these lives that I'm doing, um there's a lot of parts of it that I like, like there's a certain bit that I'm like, oh, I love that part, I want to promote it, or I want to promote my live through that. Like, okay, so then I will take out a clip of a live, like let's say this live, right? I will take a clip of it, like if there's a favorite part of it that I have, like, oh, I enjoyed that live, I enjoyed that live, I'm gonna download that, and then take a piece of it, like my favorite part, and then use that as kind of like a invitation for people, like make it into a short, and then kind of mm, use it as a advertisement for my life, I guess, and at the same time, I guess I have a more emphasis memory of it, like when I look back on my videos, oh my gosh, yeah, this is what happened on my life, you know what I mean? And I really enjoy that. And then another one is like, oh yeah, and over time I realized that, I keep posting videos of when I travel to different places. But then there's a lot of beautiful things in the place where I live, right? Like there's a lot of beautiful things out here, and I'm not even able to explore that, so, or take a video of that, document that. So then I started to add that as well now. I started to add, oh, you know what, the things that I see around where I actually live, and then, or the experiences that I have here. And then the last one is like the things that I want to say. If I feel strongly about it, sometimes I can get that out of a live that I've done because I feel so strongly about it that I've talked about it on live. But then sometimes it's like like just I just had this idea right now, and I really really want to tell you, and then I would just like do a video about it right now. Anyway, see what happens when I talk so much. Hi, Johnny Ferreira, welcome back. Hi, Ross, how are you? Okay, 39 soy milk. Yes, have you not heard of that before? Ha ha, I thought that was funny too when I first heard it. Soy milk. Hey non, alguno de chat que sepa inglés para traducir. I don't understand it. No habla español, GV Rock. Hello, teens. Hey, non. How are you today? I'm good. I just been to work. See, you know what? To be honest with you, when I go live, it actually cheers me up. Yeah, it was my mood up. I like talking to people, I guess. That was supposed to be funny. What do you mean? Oh, your message. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I messed up your joke. Tangoys I have. Okay, I have. Hello, how's my favorite nurse? Hi, Yui. I'm good. How are you today? Where are you from, Yui? Where do you stay now? I'm in London at the moment, Tortama. North London. Let me worship your beautiful feet. Oh, if you want to see that, just search tinspens bear. You know, tinspens Bare. Do you see my feet? Tengo 13. Ah, okay, GV Rock. Be careful, but correct grammar for telling age. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you can still say oh, the tango is for saying age, but soy you cannot say age with. Ja ich bin Heiko. I don't know what that is, Heiko Planner. Is that Japanese? Wait, Ichini Sanshi. Jo. No, it's Jo, not Ja. Go, it's go. Go. Roku Nana Hachi. I am good. I know my parents were hoping for, what do you mean? Tanga, tres, tang, are you calling me Bobo? Ras? Or Tenga? Tenga, 39 años. ¿Conoces a la banda de música Ratab? Oh, you play in a band. That's why your name is GV Rock. Cool. What type of music do you um como I don't know how to say that. What type of music do you play? But think about it, Barbie's in the whole world promote plastic. We need more real women. Like ones who know how to use their plastic slippers to slap. Oh, I think that's like Adrian's type. Wait, was it you, Adrian? Wasn't it you, Adrian, who's like, ooh, I like the toxic, toxic. Do you like them with the plastic slippers as well? I come to the stream and things you start talking about compounding interest and finance. No, 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 I didn't mean to do that. Do you trigger something in my brain that's something to do with the finance? If I didn't insightful, I don't know. If rice is life in Philippines, karaoke with Bunex. That is so true. That is so true, man and van. Exactly. See what I mean? It's like it fits so perfectly. That's why. His name was Phil, the one who suggested that. So basically, I used to just do singing lives, because then on the app that I was at before, um, like they would have contests, like kind of like concerts, like there's a lot more people watching, like than normal, and then like you would be competing against other people, and then people will give you gifts, you like whoever gets the most gifts win, the contest. Um and so I got used to it. I got used to having like a random day where I will do karaoke live, and I really enjoy it. I could sing for ages, and like I can't even stop singing. By the time that I stop singing, probably be my battery is dying. Like that's how much I enjoy it. And then just kind of doing it with other people, I guess. And it seems like people like it. People enjoy it. Um, and then so so on live it was like just a live, and then one of the people who were watching, like Phil, his name is Phil, and he's from Canada, and he was like, you know what, maybe you should do this as videos, and I was like, you know what, actually at least that's a shorter video, it will be easy to make, and then like one session would give me a lot of videos, and then as well, like if people request songs, then that particular video is especially for them. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this person requested this song, and that particular video is like, that is especially for you. Hi, Akash G. Hi, Jander Ferrer. Welcome back. Hi, Pavle Marikovic. Hi, Sagar Gupta. Welcome back. Hi, Tato Casual. Hi, Khalik 82. Hola, linda princesa. Hola, Jander Ferreira. ¿Cómo está? That this live improve your communication skills. You started speaking to a lot of people non-professionally. Like, you mean, what I find in going live, not just this live, but I've been doing live from a different app a long time ago, and up to now, okay, I have a lot of experience going live. So basically, one of the things that I noticed that the live taught me, well, trying to read really fast and like not taking each word, it did improve my communication skills, because like you talk to a lot of people from a lot of different places, and some of them, they can't type properly in English, and sometimes some people will type things or mistype things, and then those are the things that you will catch, like kind of catch, and like you don't take things per word. Does that make sense? Like on live anyway, on live, what matters is what the person meant to say, not like um not how they actually said it, or not how they type it. Like, how do you think they meant it, you know like what makes more sense? Otherwise you're gonna lose time, and time is very important on live, like especially in, like, if there's a lot of people commenting, you know so I guess it kind of made me quicker in trying to understand people and what they mean, and people from a lot of different places, and like, I guess, there's a lot of, like, it makes you aware that there's a lot of different types of people out there, you know todo bem minha for. Hi, Jander Ferreira, thanks for the affection, you're welcome. Hi, Kalik na 82. I love you, my love princess. Thank you so much. We only shook hands at the family event. Oh, okay. What family event was it? Hi, Tato Caswell. Hi, Olayon Spaho. Hi, Faliu Diallo. Hi, Olayon Spaho. MD. Hi, Prasad. Welcome back. Hi, Akash G. Hi, Pavle. That's German. Ja is yes. Ich is. Ah, okay, okay. Ja. Each. I wonder what the rest was. Hello, Tins. Hey, Sagar Gupta. How are you today? Pikati Materina. I don't understand. What did YouTube do to you, Pavle? Good morning, Jander. When we came out to our parents, I asked them. No way. No way, non. Te amo, Linda. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, I was just describing my life. La Toxica isn't my wife. She's more like. No, not you, Funny and Insightful. I was talking to Adrian. Adrian liked. Adrian was saying last time I was talking to him, like last time I was live, he was saying his type of woman, right? He said that it always makes me laugh. He said like she if she doesn't go crazy when he doesn't respond. while he's having a nap. If he doesn't have how many missed calls and how many messages, he doesn't want it. So he was like, that's what his type. Like he wants a lot of excitement in his life, you know. Um, she's more like La fold the clothes. I'll sleep on the couch. Whoa, funny and insightful. Does she know that you say that? Uh, are you gonna be like, she's my rice cooker? You are wonderful. Thank you so much, Jander Ferreira. Hi, Hiccup Leonard. Please speak in Hindi. I don't know how to speak Hindi, Akash. Arigato. Thank you, Prasad. Oh, you're a nurse. Hi, MV. Yes, I'm a nurse. 200. Hi, Alliance Paho. To not take everything literal, and everyone has a different sense of humor too. Yes, yes, that's true, Adrian. Hi, Falio Diallo. Um, that's true. And like every single person will have a different way. Like I guess it's opened me up to be more tolerant of different types of people because you have to appreciate that there's also people that is like very shy. You know, there are people that are very shy. There are people that they don't know what to say. You know, they don't know how to like they don't know how to talk to you. You know, but they want to talk to you. So sometimes they might type something over and over again, or like they might just type an emoji, or like sometimes like they want to interact with you, but like the what they can come up with is like, did you sneeze today? You know, how's your nose? Like, can I wipe your nose with a tissue? You know what I mean? Like at first I thought that that was weird, you know, like um but like over time I realized, you know what, they like different people will try to communicate with you in different ways. Like not everyone like they won't be brought up in the same culture. You know, some culture is different. Like in some cultures, I love you is normal. You know, like they would just say I love you to you all the time, or will you marry me? You know. um but I guess obviously there are certain things that I think is over the line, you know, like if it's so disrespectful. So like I know, I used to be a bit more like, you know, strict about like I used to block a lot of people, you know. I used to be like this is disrespectful, but then over time I realized, you know what, they're not even trying to be disrespectful, and they just trying to communicate with you, but that's the way they know how, you know. Like it opens you up to a lot of different perceptions, you know what I mean. So I noticed that even when I'm dealing with normal things around here, you know, in real life, like I'm more aware of it, you know, like the thought of how, like you now think of how does this seem to them, you know, like from their point of view, what does this look like, you know. And that is automatic now for me. Like I always think of that now. Not to take everything. Oh, hi, Value Diallo. Hi, Olian Spaho. But other than that, I'm a good guy. um, IT, the unconditional relationship is most fun for me. I'm still at work, princess. Bye bye, love you. Bye, Jander Ferreira. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. Hi, ME. Welcome back. How are you today? Hi, Sichi Tester. Keeps me on my toes. Oh my gosh, Adrian. I was just talking about that today because I was working with a surgeon that I haven't worked with in a long time, but you know, this surgeon, he's quite fast. Like, actually, I like when I worked with him anyway, you know, when I worked with him in the fast, my Filipino side is coming out. Okay, because do you know that sometimes in the Filipino accent, like we can mix and match F and P, you know? So like, come, faster! Or, it's all in the fast. Wait a minute, let me, what? Anyway, I was saying, like, how, oh my gosh, I actually haven't worked with this person in a long time. And sometimes, you know, like, it could be stressful, like, you know, trying to be quick, you know, when you're, but there's a part of you that likes a bit of a challenge sometimes, you know what I mean? So, like, was actually thinking, I actually miss working with this person. Like, I miss the, you know, like the speed. Hi, Sichi Tester. Well, maybe not hoping, but they were not upset about at last. At least, yes, that's good. That's good. Maybe they already were suspicious. Te amo. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I know how to not take your tree climbing literal. Adrian, you know me so well. Nah, she no rice cooker. She's more like meat cleaver. Really? Okay. Really, I could imagine like with a like with like blade sharpener or like a knife sharpener. Said hi your planner. It's a bilat mean. What do you mean when you say that? I think of bilateral. Bilateral. Hi, Jennifer. I'm in Finnish culture. I've heard, and this could be wrong. Friends generally kiss each other. Really? I will ask my dad because he had a Finnish girlfriend for a very long time. In my culture, my father don't even hug me. People are different as their culture they belong. What culture are you from? Funny and insightful. Really interesting. But maybe it depends on what they've had as well, right? Like maybe it's a family thing, you know? I got a lot of hugs. My mom is not that affectionate, but I got a lot of hugs because there was a lot of people in the house. And my friends were very affectionate. I think, yeah, like growing up, a lot of my friends were very affectionate. Yeah. My mom would hug and kiss, but not so much, not too much. I'm very affectionate to my kids. Like, I still kiss them up to now. I'd still be like, my baby! Mwah, mwah, mwah." I'm very, very, very affectionate. Your age, I'm 39. Your smile so cute. Thank you so much, Akash G. You're so adorable. Thank you so much, Jujar Lokhanwala. So, you eat pizza and pasta, and sometimes you finish it fast. And sometimes you have to pack the suitcase. I have to go upstairs and pack. Adrian, I don't know what you're talking about. The family event I was at was a cousin's wedding. Oh, okay, cool. Very traditional East Asian culture. Dads are usually not huggers. Okay, it's usually reserved for the first trip to a distant hostel or college. Really? How come? Do you know if they have like a um hidden meaning, like a background, like do they have a reason for it? Like where it came from? Why are they reserving the hug? Hi, Mikyu. Because I've heard something like apparently, oh, if you make them too soft, they will be weak, something like that. Well, I'm sure you are the cute little embarrassing mom for Ran. I am. How did you know? How did you know? Funny and insightful. For both of them. And there was a time when like they would leave. So at first it was all okay when they're young. And then all of a sudden it's like you can't kiss them in public anymore. And then there was even a time when they would like put up put a um like a note on the in front of their door, outside their door, their room door, like please don't shout my name. Because like if I call them for dinner and they're in the middle of a game, like with the headphones on or something, and then I'll be like, Randall, Carmela, and then, um, and then they're embarrassed. They used to be, not anymore. But when they were younger, like, kids, they would be embarrassed of their parents. No matter what you do, no matter how cool you are, no matter how much of a good parent you are, your kids will be embarrassed of you because they're so used to you. So they're trying to adjust to other people. So then you will always be embarrassing. Anyway, at some point, they at some point they were embarrassed of my accent, because it's different, like it's a Filipino accent. So like they don't want their friends to hear me call their name, Rantal, Carmela, something like that. And then um and then sometimes they would teach me like how to say things, before I say it to their friends. Like one time my daughter has like a friend named Charlotte, and then in Filipino, we say Charlotte, Charlotte. And then in here, apparently, like that's not how you say it. And then my daughter came, like, pulled me onto the side. If you did something wrong at work, like your manager will pull you to the side. And then she was like, Mommy, you know, she thinks you don't remember her name. Because apparently I'm saying it wrong. She And then she was trying to practice. She was trying to like give me a demonstration, and she wants me to do a return demonstration of how to say this girl's name. So then, Mommy, repeat after me. Shala. Shala. But in Filipino it's like Charlotte, Charlotte. Where did all the letters go? How is it Shala? Shala. It's like there's no L, there's no T, there's no R. Shala. Something like that. You know. Charlotte. Anyway. Okay, good night, dear. Good night, Akash. I like Asian girls. Okay, what, like Southeast Asian? Hi, Nepal Tourism. Hi, Johnny Van S. Hey, Guy. How was your day today? How's your dog? Okay, good night, dear. Good night, Akash G. I like Asian girl. Okay, Mikyo. You're fucking hilarious. Thank you very much. Hi, Nepal Tourism. Wow, that turned from PG-13 to R-rated real quick with a... Wait! Fun and insightful. I would just like to say that that was your mind. That was your mind turning into R-rated real quick. I am from India. Thank you, Nepal Tourism. Oh yeah, I learned something new today. Have you ever heard of kissing? What? Wait, what was he saying? Kissing sickness? What? I got it from kissing. Wait, what was my surgeon saying? Oh, I forgot. Hey, Tins. Hi, guy. Like, apparently, when you have a sore throat or like when you get sick, it is known to be caused by kissing. Which country are you? Nepal tourism. I'm in North London at the moment. I grew up in Philippines. You're probably making Randall feel like mama's boy when he is not in front of his girls flexing those feathery duster mustache. What mustache? My son doesn't have a mustache yet. Oh, that's why you said feather duster. um, no, I try my best not to. I really try my best not to embarrass him. I try. But sometimes I forget. Sometimes, yeah, I'm still trying to train myself to like distance myself. I'm not used to it yet. But he's very independent. My son is very independent. Are you from Russia? Why is everyone thinking I'm from Russia? No. Lawrence, are you there? Are you sabotaging me? Hi, Johnny Van S. Ha ha ha. Charlotte, he's home. Same for Charles. Charles. What? What? Oh my gosh, that reminds me of Bangles. Oh, Bangles was such a long time ago. You know what? Basically, somebody requested. I was doing karaoke live, right? And then someone was like, "Please, can you sing Eternal Flame?" by the Bangles. But for some reason, I ended up reading it like reading it Bangles. And I was like, "What the hell, Bangles?" It's when you haven't had it for a long time. You are Banglas. You're very cute. You have childly behavior. Really, you talk sweetly. Thank you so much, Nepal. I'm glad you think so. Bloody hell. Now, Charles. So, what is the opposite of Charlotte? Charles. What? Funny and insightful. What are we doing to our lives? Your eyes are beautiful. Thank you so much, Anatop. I'm glad you think so. Hi, Morphe Brescia. Hi, Baron Chowdhury. Hi, Freckles Boy. Hi, James. Welcome back. Hi, Maya. Hi, Anatop. Well, English people are notorious for swallowing. What? Consonants! You did that on purpose. You funny and insightful. I swear you did that on purpose. Really? There's such a thing? I'm gonna ask around. Is it? Really? Hi Maya, how are you today? Hi Mahendra Kumar. I live in North London. I grew up in Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. What about you? Why couldn't the part get into the movie? Because it was rated R. Hello, Nursing fans. Hi, James. How are you today? When they saw us arrive, they said, "Here are the siblings, India." Nice to meet you, Mahendra from India. Hi, Freckles Boy. Trust me, the jokes get super bad, but I'm keeping it clean for YouTube. Okay. Does YouTube, um, do you have to keep it clean for YouTube? Have I been doing it wrong this time? Ciao, Bella. Hi, Morphe Brescia. Please let me kiss your beautiful feet. Hello, teens. Hey, Ken Dalton. Welcome back. Good evening. Wait, bangless. I'm sure that karaoke was tasteless as extra virgin olive oil. What do you mean? Excuse me. Funny and insightful. I had so much fun singing The Eternal Flame. Ooh, by the Bangles. Oh no, Bangladesh is no life. Oh wait. You mean if it's Bangladesh is not interesting enough? No life to live. Wishing you a full life in the UK. Join us and get a free turban. Huh? Join what? Hi Typhon. Anyway, I don't understand what that means. Stay fun. In all honesty, I think it's funny to make accent as a joke. The problem is I don't know how to make accents fun and insightful. Do you know how to? Hi, Chongdi Vlog. How are you today? I'm not good with accents. I always say this. This is me trying a English accent, but it doesn't come out right. And I've been and you do a good, yeah, right. Nobody will believe that. Eternal Flame, great tune. I had such a crush on her. Really? You know she does YouTube lives now too, the lead singer. I mean, really? Cool. So do you watch her? Do you watch her YouTube lives? Your mind is just full of no. It is, Adrian. I don't know how to stop it. Like it just happens, you know. Like as I said, you know, the surgeon was saying so. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh yeah, so the surgeon was saying about like, you know, that apparently you get it from kissing. Like it's called kissing something when you get a sore throat. And I'm like, really, I've never heard of that before. But you know what? In my mind, what I have heard before was like it's from something else, you know, because it kind of scratches your throat. Anyway, I wanna marry a foreign. La la la. I'm gonna try to like make sure that it doesn't get like seen as like being naughty. I want to marry for a nigger. Will you marry me? I don't think that's a good idea, nepotism, because we don't know each other. We barely know each other. I know I can't. My mother tongue is very strong and is influenced in the way I speak English. Okay. So yeah, do you have a strong accent? Funny and insightful. Hi Jeffrey, I've caught her live once or twice. Her name escapes me right now. Old age is fine, Kendall. I'm terrible and really terrible with names as well. There's so many things that I forget now as well. How old are you, Ken Dalton, if you don't mind me asking? My written skills are very good as native, but when I speak like a really, really interesting. No, don't stop. Let it come out to breathe. And then, you know what? A long time ago, there was a time when I was operating. I'm not gonna tell you where we were operating, okay? But so that like I can keep the privacy and confidentiality a bit more, and like nobody gets into trouble. So basically, um, we were operating, and then I did very well, and it was my first time doing that case, and I did very well. And then the consultant was so happy with what, like, with the result that he said, "Oh, you did such a good job." And he did a round of applause, and everybody did a round of applause. And I'm like, I have never had that before. I've never had like the operating room give me a round of applause, right? And I was like, I started telling my colleague, I said to my colleague, you know what happened to me today? Like they gave me a round of applause. I said, I've never had that before. He said, and I was like, um, he said I did a good job. He was like, what kind of job did you give? What are you retracting nepotism? It was, I have a thick accent. Okay, okay. It wants to come out and play. Take that as you will. Ooh, there's a song, Adrian. Oh my gosh. How old are you? I'm 39, 46 young. Oh yeah, I think I've asked you that before, Ken Dalton. What type of surgery was it? It was an orthopedic surgery. Fun and insightful. That's awesome. I love when people applaud my surgery too. Hi, Miss Vanessa. But anyway, Miss Vanessa actually. It could be hand. Typical Asian mindset, never been appreciated and supported in childhood, so we are most surprised and embarrassed for getting public recognition. Is it the same for you? It's for me. Hmm. I don't know. Funny and insightful. Like um I just mean like in that particular area of work, I guess, you know? Like most of the time they're quiet. Most of the time everyone's like serious. I'm very bad at taking compliments. Really? I was when I was younger, fun and insightful. When I was younger, because okay, you know what the difference in culture, the Filipino and here, in the Filipino culture, is like we are encouraged to be humble. We are encouraged to like, and a lot of the times we are kind of taught to hide our feelings. So growing up there is like, you mustn't, you mustn't, like I don't know, like I guess a lot of your negative feelings as well, it's like you kind of have to keep it because um it's like not that accepted. It's like you're doing a sin, if you express like your negative thoughts, or like your, I don't know, something like that. There's that kind of teaching, that you get. And but I guess the disadvantage of that is, for me, in my own personal experience, the disadvantage of that is I am unable to find myself right away. There's um like I don't get to be self-aware sooner, because There's a lot of things that you're trying to push. There's a lot of things that you're trying to deny that you have. There's a lot of thoughts that you're trying to deny that you have, but you have it, you know? And so you're not as realistic. And I guess one of the things that I like about the culture here, here in this country, is like they encourage you to be real. What is actually happening? What is like your genuine self? You know, even if it's something negative, it's okay. Acknowledge it. It's there. Okay. Do you feel jealousy? Okay. Acknowledge it. The important thing is, how do you deal with it? You don't have to do negative things as a result of what you're feeling, but it doesn't mean that you're not feeling it. You are feeling it. And how you will be able to manage it is to actually acknowledge that it's there, so that you will know how to move forward. Otherwise, you're just in denial. You're like, and this is what I have experienced in the past, a long time ago. I've just been in denial, like, no, I don't experience that, but I do, So it's like, it kind of hinders you a lot in kind of your own personal growth. You know what I mean? Anyway, so going back to like the humble whatever, so you're encouraged to be humble, but part of that is you are unable to see or um talk about your real, your actual performance, how you see it. Because if you say that, oh, you know what, I think I am good at this, but then I'm bad at this, it's like if you mention that you know your strength, it's like you're arrogant, and some people still think that way. And sometimes, um so like it's hard to, if you're in a mindset that is like that, if you're talking to somebody with a mindset like that, oh, let's say for example, imagine if I'm your manager, I'm your manager, or and you're my employee, right? If I'm your manager, I should be able to encourage you, to know your strengths and weaknesses, so that you know what you're gonna have to work on, right? And then, like, your own path, your own journey, how to move forward, how to grow and develop in your career, right? But then if you're scared to tell me, if I would judge you for being arrogant, right? Because you know yourself, or like what your direction is, then like that is not helpful, it's not like progressive, like it's not a progressive type of thinking, you know what I mean? So I guess I know what you mean. Like that, I think that's one of the reasons why you're bad at taking compliments, because I felt that way before, when I thought that it's arrogant, right? If you say, but I learned that you just say thank you. If somebody compliments you, just say thank you, or like you can take the compliment and think of it like, are they being realistic in their compliment? Do you think that you have that as well? I guess somehow it will reinforce it. If you're already thinking that, oh, you know what, I think I'm good at this, and somebody else compliments you, then I guess you have another feedback to back up, or reinforce that, you know what, maybe I am good at this. You know what I mean? um and I'm trying more and more to voice out the things that I think nowadays, because I think it does help, if people know what I think of them, it will help them, if they get some feedback. We were given praise by some guests when they learn of my situation. Oh no, not every job gets that round of applause. Sometimes they get a thumbs down. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. Hi, Push Pandra Singh. I'm good. How are you today? I think you all did ask before. Both our memories are failing us. It's late, so let's blame that. Yes, true. How was your day today, Ken Dalton? You seem to be, you're 22 years old. Thank you so much. Nepal Tourism, I'm glad you think so. Same for me. Be humble when you're accomplishing, and be guilty and move the mountains if you are at fault. Um, yeah. But now I think I like to be more real, you know, to myself. And I know that sometimes I think we just have to gauge who we're talking to. Like, there are people that you cannot trust them with the whole truth, of what you actually think, because because their mind might be a little bit more biased. So I think it's not like you're trying to lie, or you know it's like, hmm, how do I say it? I think it's like like you have to learn how to talk to different people depending on their perception. It's kind of like talking to a child, right? You're not going to use big words on a child because they won't be able to understand it. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of like that. You adjust the way you talk to people, the way you communicate to people based on how you perceive them, or like what is your assessment of them? Like how do you assess them? Do you think that they will be able to handle a mature conversation, or like will they be able to handle, like if you say something directly, honestly, a lot of people can handle that, but there are people who cannot. There are people who are gonna be like, oh my gosh, very judgmental. There you go. There will be people that are gonna be very judgmental, and sometimes you don't want to rock the boat, or there's no point having all this nonsense, and then like that's gonna waste your time, right? Is it worth my wasted time, at the end of the day? It's like, if you can avoid it, like just avoid it. you know yeah, I get it. I kind of don't, a show your weakness type of culture. Filipino girls are great, their mindset and how they are. I mean, I've for to know a few now, and it's very refreshing to see Irish girls are not the same. But you know what I find with um Irish girls, because I know some Irish girls, they are very strong, very empowered. That's one of the things that I like about them. Yeah, acknowledge and embrace your toxicness, as said in Toxic Relations book 3 verse 85. Yeah. I mean, how can you work on it, right? Like nobody's perfect. Like nobody is perfect. So there's no point trying to deny that you are, you have this side of you that you don't particularly like, if there's this side of you that, oh, you know what, how do I handle this side of me, like how do I handle this side of me to the point where, I'm not gonna get into um arguments with the people around me, or I'm not gonna affect the people around me negatively. Um you need to know though. Like otherwise, like you just carry on doing the exact same thing over and over again, thinking that, oh, you know what, I don't have any problems. There's nothing wrong with me, you know what I mean? Oh gosh, they would hate me in the Philippines, so I think I'm great at everything. Kendata, no. Yeah, they actually, like there's a lot of that mindset, that, oh, you have to be humble, like, oh, if you're not humble, you're humbugon, like you're windy. Wait, mahangin. They actually say that. Like, I don't know where that comes from, but it's like if you're so arrogant, it's like the wind blows so much. There's a Filipino thing like that. It's like, oh, it's so windy in here, huh? Because this person is here, someone who's really arrogant. One of the main things I've struggled in the US coming from Asia is taking credit of what I've done. Americans are very good at managing perceptions and selling mountain of a mole. It's hard for me. Selling mountain out of a mole. Yes, managing perceptions. There you go. Yeah. So taking credit for what you've done. What do you mean? Um, like you don't want to be arrogant. Is that what you mean? I just embarrassingly say thank you when someone compliments me and move on to the topic. Well, I think maybe it's something that you would get used to, because over time you will realize how much time you're wasting trying to like not stick to the point, and I noticed that a lot of people um, that value their time won't go into this, you know um I don't know what do you call this, zigzag business. They're not gonna go like going around. They're not gonna go around in circles and whatever. They just want like a straight answer, something straightforward. I'm busy. My time is important. Please, just tell me straight. And sometimes you just have to do that for that purpose. Like when we're exchanging information about, "Oh, what can I do? What can you do? What can I offer you?" It's easier that way. If you can just say, "You know what, I'm really good at this. This is what I can do. That's it." And then we can move forward. And then, yeah, yeah, you know what, let's go do this deal. Something like that. Um, but yeah, you just have to think of that as fun and insightful. Like the older we get, the more important you will realize time is, you know? And it's like more important than all this other business. Like, or being judged, being whatever. My time, my time, please. I just want, I just want to save my time. Um, Hi Eladme, how are you today? Hi Mickey Will. Hi JFK, welcome back. Hi SK Azahar. Oh my gosh, I'm delayed. Hey Rockstar Hacker. I get it, but it's also good to talk your crap sometimes and be like, damn right to them compliments. Lol, own that. Yeah, right? Exactly, Adrian. Own that. Shoot with an I. Yeah, exactly. Because I think for me, sometimes what helps me is like, I would offset it, because, there will always be like, you don't, there will always be a part of you that will feel like, oh my gosh, like, am I being too much, And especially if we've come from the culture that we came from, right? That it's arrogant if you say this. So what I do to help me is I would offset it with something that I know is my weakness. Does that make sense? So kind of like, they say that if you're gonna tell somebody, like, review them, if you're gonna give somebody a review, tell them the positive first, so that at least they feel like, it lightens up the load when you tell them the bad side, like, oh, you know what I noticed is you're really good at this, but you know what, you can work on this, something like that, you know so it's the same with, like, when you want to take a compliment, or like when you want to actually say that, you know what, I'm good at this. Like, if you offset it with something that you're bad at, then maybe it's more acceptable for you to be seen that way. You know what I mean? Like, and also, um it would make you not feel so arrogant, when you say it. Oh, you know what, I'm really fast, but then, you know what, my trolley is so messy, something like that. You love India said hi. Hi Rockstar Hacker. Like, if people say you're sexy beastins, you gotta say, damn right. Adrian, I had a good day, thank you. Went to see my niece do a ballet performance. Oh, that's so cool. How old is your niece? It was very good. Then I had Chinese takeout and just chilling now. TGIF, right? Yes, TGIF. Love rocking the boat. Pun very much intended. Adrian, hey Rockstar Hacker. Hello. Hi SK Azaharia. There are compliments which are backhanded conversation, which are superficial, and that's the noise that I try to avoid. Raw and honest conversations are quite rare but appealing. Yes, exactly. But you know what? The more that you do these conversations that are honest and direct, and I think the more that you will find the people that you will actually have the meaningful conversations with, because um you will see how they will take it. You will see how who will be able to tolerate that conversation. Who will actually how do I explain this? um who you will actually, your mind will actually, mm, the understand, like, which minds will actually understand each other, you know Hi, beautiful as usual. Hi, JFK. How are you today? Hey, Asa. You are right about that. Irish women are very strong. I don't know anyone stronger than my mother. I'm definitely humble. I just know I'm good at many things. Everyone that knows me always tell me so. Oh, really? What things? Like, what is something that like 100%? I am good at this. Hi, Mikau. Zigzag. Yes, that's it. Mikau. Zigzag. Hi, Eladme. Time is money. Yeah, exactly, Miss Vanessa. And not just that, time is your life. Every time you spend your time, you're spending your life. Because how long do you have on this earth? Do you know? I don't know how long I have, but every second that I am spending on anything that I'm spending on, that's like my time, being used. This is my time being used, slowly being used, right? My time is being used. There you go. Not just about the money, it's bloody your life. Your life. You're spending your life. Hi, Eladme. Lol. Own it. I think Filipino culture or other colonial ones constantly frame to compare ourselves with colonizers and seek validation. That's true. Yeah, yeah. We have that. We have that background. Funny and insightful. That is so true. Makes it super us. She's 16 tins taller than me. Oh my gosh. But that's really good that she's still into the ballet. Because a lot of girls that I know who did ballet when they were younger, well, my daughter is one of them, they don't even, they're not that interested anymore, when they grow up. That is so cool. She really stuck to it. How long has she been doing it? You wanted to say you can separate wheat from the chaff. No! No, 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 no. I just mean like, because you know what? I don't think that there's any, like, I don't want to um segregate people into like, oh, these people are rubbish. No, no, no. I meant someone that that um will jive with your mind, because some minds you won't jive with, some minds will not, um like, no matter how hard you try, you just won't understand each other. You know what I mean? It's crazy that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake, where instead of money, time is currency. Wild movie. Yes, that's true, but it's kind of like that. Like, imagine, what do you use to be able to get money? You use up your time, right? Like, you do work, you do whatever, you know, um, and then you spend that. So anything that you actually spend your money on is like you're actually spending your time on. Not like, more and more over time, I realized how much, your time and your space that you have in your mind, your mind space, that's so important. You bring out Olivia Colman energy. Do you know of her? No. Who is that? I have so many hobbies. I'm a guitarist for 20 years. Wow, really? You're very good at, like you can Spanish. um Also wood turning. What is wood turning? I don't know what that is. And magic. Really? You do magic? That's so cool. I just love learning new things and being creative. I'm blessed with good hands. Oh, that's good. Good hands. Wink wink. And I'm joking. I'm joking. She's doing ballet since she was 10. Wow, that's really good that she's stuck to it. She's one of the most amazing actresses the English has ever produced. You love her. Okay, okay, let me take a screenshot. Um Good morning, Lemba Chang. How are you today? Yeah, so I don't what was I even talking about? I was talking about hmm, like I think the more genuine that you can be, like the more that you can live your life. Does that make sense? You know? Like who can you actually talk to? Who can you actually talk to and who can actually understand you in, like, the way that your mind works in this life, you know? When will you sleep? Probably gonna sleep soon. Compliments and how to receive them. Oh yes, there you go. Compliment. Yeah, so you just kind of say thank you. I think just say thank you and then that's it. I'm starting to get sleepy actually. Live like no packs. Yes, there you go. Live like no packs. Hmm. I'm trying to explain something about. Oh yeah, there you go. So then another thing that is important, right, is trying to progress, right? Not just with, like, with work or anything else, but yourself. You want to progress yourself. And part of the things, one of the things that you need to do to be able to do that is like, um you like, when you talk to people, you have to be able to be honest and direct and, I don't know, like, realistic about whatever it is that you're talking about. Otherwise you're gonna be stuck somewhere. Anyway, you know what? I'm getting really sleepy. I have to go. I think I'm rambling. I'm rambling on a lot of nonsense now. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But I think it still kind of makes sense, right? It still kind of makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, my mind is in the direction where, if you want progress in your life, right? If you want to move forward, like, you have to be able to be straightforward and honest. Um, Basically, someone said this to me, someone was watching my life, and I stuck to it. Even my son says it now. Um, you will get true happiness, right? If what you say, what you think, and what you do are all in line with each other. Like, they're all in congruence with each other. There you go. But anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. And I will see you guys. Oh, Kyrie is here tomorrow on Sunday. I'll see you on Sunday. Maybe afternoon. I'll see you on Sunday at 6 p.m. BST. It's 3:30 a.m. Well, in your country, maybe Nepal. For me, it is 9. Oh, it's already 11. 9. I thought I started live at 9:30. Oh, I was late. Just say thank you, come again. Yeah, you can just say thank you. Just say, oh, thank you so much. Um, yeah, that's all you need to say. Yeah, you don't have to prolong it because, as I said, time is money. The things that you're like, oh yeah, this is one of the things, arguments. Like, is that even important? Like, what are you saying to me? Is this even worth a breath? You know, what you're saying to me right now, is it worth a breath? Like, do we have to argue about it? you know, are we wasting our time arguing about this? But anyway, I guess it's a form of communication, so it's fine. Like, if you can exchange information. But you know what? Sometimes I think, is it even worth talking about? Sometimes I just keep quiet because I can't be bothered to waste my time. Oh yeah, another thing. I remember now what I wanted to say. So, about your time not being wasted, one of the things that I noticed recently, you know what? I'm starting to not like, um, when you're finished with everything that you need to do, and then I don't like, I don't like staying, like, not doing anything. Like, even if you get paid for it, even if, like, you know what, if you stay here and then you're gonna get paid for it, but you've already finished everything. I don't, you know what, do you know why? Because of that time element. Like, have you seen, there's this video actually that um like, really grasp the concept that I want to say. There's this video on Instagram that I saw. It was, this guy was getting paid a lot of money to stay in one space doing nothing, right? Just getting money. Okay, 24 hours you stay here and then I'll give you money. 24 hours, okay. So, but what did he, like, he didn't accomplish anything. Over the amount of years, what did he get? Nothing. He didn't get to develop any skills. He didn't get to do, he didn't get to develop his brain. He didn't get to develop his knowledge. Just stood there, and that is a bloody waste of your time. If you're, if in, at any point in your life, you'll have to just sit there and do nothing, unless you want to rest, unless you're getting entertained, unless you're talking to somebody. Probably if you're talking to somebody, if you're socializing, that's fine. If you need that rest right now, that's fine. But like, I'd rather be somewhere else. Like, I don't want to be at work if I don't have, like, if I'm not doing anything. Like, I'd rather be somewhere else. I don't know. I'd rather be under the sun. I'd rather be in my home. I'd rather be doing the stuff that I need to do at home. I don't like that. I don't like wasting my time. In my head, if I have to do nothing, it's like, why am I here? you know? Why am I even here? I I maybe I'll go socialize instead if in case that happens. But yes, see there you go. That's one of the things that I want to express. Like one of the things I want to express. Like don't waste your time doing nothing. You might in your head think, "Oh, I'm getting paid doing nothing." Haha. But really and truly, you are wasting a lot of your time that is very precious. Hi, Bruce from New Zealand. How are you today? Hi, Jawa Edit. Hi, Zach. How are you today? Hi, Kumon. Yes, music is my meditation. I've played in bands over the years. Can play Spanish tough, but I like to rock out more. Woo! Really? Wood turning is laugh. Can make balls and really. Oh, cool. Why your cheeks so red? I don't know. Maybe I'm being very passionate. Yes, good hands. Your mind had to go there. Lol, past your bedtime. Yeah, I'm feeling really sleepy. But wait, I was gonna tell you my life story for 4 hours. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I cannot help it. Sweet dreams. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Bushy Tails. You're a breath of fresh air. Oh, thank you as well. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye, everybody. Um, yes, Zach. How are you, Zach? What are you doing? Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye, SK Azahar. Bye, Adrian. Bye, JFK. Bye, Asa. Bye, Mikio. Bye, Miss Vanessa. Bye, Fun and Insightful. Bye, Ken Dalton. Bye, Adrian. Um, Bye, Lembachang, Nepal Tourism, and Zach, and Nyanak, and Bruce, and Jawa Edit, and Kumon. Okay, let me see. Hi, Kumon. Hi, Zach Squirrel, indeed. Can you set my sister's name because today's his birthday? Hi, Jawa. Happy birthday. Hi, Bruce from New Zealand. Companies love to exploit people for their time for the small paycheck. Time cannot be got back. That's why I started my own business. Yeah, that's really good, Ken Dalton. Um, and also the mind space. It's not just their time. It's the space of your mind, like your ability to think for towards somebody's progress. Because instead of you thinking of using your mind for your own progress, you're using your mind for another company's progress, for somebody else's progress. You have to think about that. Your mind space is very important. There's a lot of progress that you can come up with in with your brain. I'm good, thank you. Where are you from? Bruce, I live in North London. I grew up in Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. Tins, I love you. Thank you so much, Zach. Lol, okay, fine. Good night. Talk to you. Bye. Good night, Adrian. Bye, Nepal. Take care. Bye, everyone. Very true monotony. Bye, everyone. Good night.